EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started.
And off we go from Cleveland.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Jackson, first play, going to throw.
And incomplete to open things up. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Short throw caught by Pitts. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Jackson. That'll be. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. You look at this Browns defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Jackson now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. But you look at this defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. But he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found it.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing is Wilson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. They go play action with Wilson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Browns hit 6-5 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Browns are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Jackson on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
And allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And contact defensively. And that might make things 5 yards easier. So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
And rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, they'll definitely take them.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. To throw is Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but What makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
That is caught by Laporta.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They go play action now. Wilson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Nolan Smith. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Into space at the 45.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield, because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space, as they did right there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Able to shake him off. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, my goodness. He was in his own zip code, but somehow could not look it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. After the interception, here's Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin from 19 yards away. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Ravens 24, Browns 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Two yards to go, second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think I downloaded that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. They finally knocked him on the ground and forced an incompletion. That's got to be a sign of relief. Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to...
This is intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They go play action with Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. They get this out left. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line. Roll. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there.
Brought down that time by Nolan Smith.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
At the 34-yard line. 19.
To throw is Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Trenton Simpson
Able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
David Ajabo,
the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
At the Ravens' 45-yard line.
Now Wilson on second down.
throw left side, caught by Laporta.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. And now they're in the hurry up. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wilson. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. With touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year.
And the Browns get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he's got some space here.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Jackson.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now receiver in motion left. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Nice move at the 5.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. Taking it in.
And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Tucker with the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete.
Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
That's going deep for Bateman.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
Throwing out left and finding Likely. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
It fights him, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Myles Garrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Ravens start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30.
And finally he's out of bounds, but how about that return? All the way inside the 20 and into the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Wilson to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Dicker now to tack on the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down to 26.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Play action. Now Wilson.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
19 Lions.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
This to Laporta, right side.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And that's complete downfield to Cooks.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Play action. It's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
It's a pickup of 6.
On second down, Wilson. Toward the pylon, caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points.
Browns 35. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And under